Oh, I have a.
Talking to
You have an outlet? I have to charge my phone.
talking to this.
Oh. Hello. Oh shit, this is better. This actually works better. Based.
Make sure.
I'll put some Spotify. Oh, there's an outlet right here. One of those things. Just kidding.
Kindly.
Android's better, but like, there's so many girls that they're like, "Oh, do you have iMessage? What is iMessage?" Oh, why do they only send it on iMessage? Why not Insta?
Why not Insta?
Yeah.
Who's in?
What about like Snapchat? Or nobody uses that anymore, right? Holy fuck, Aztec with the 10. Yeah, bro. Wait, see how you look from this end. Yeah, you look good from it.
Exonerate LaRouche.
Bro, listen, your shit, your setup is so clean that I feel ashamed to like show my chest hair and shit. You know what I mean? Like my shit's ratchet as fuck, bro. This setup is not meant for for hairy ass motherfuckers, you know. I kind of look like a fucking butler now. You know, I look. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it. All right, we're in business. Looks like we're in business, bro. Fucking we should just run a podcast. What do you think? Let's just do some shit because I don't really have any news lined up right now. And I was actually, you want?
Yeah,
it's up to you. We if you think about it, I've been here for a fucking month and we did only one stream like this. This is the second stream we did.
Can they hear me? Yes.
Yeah, they can hear you. Thank you, Les Bones. Appreciate you. Isn't that your guy?
Yeah. Les Bones Bass. The last time that we tried to do a stream like this, I remember I went to go get pizza and there was like a shooting that happened right next to me. You remember that?
The last time we did this, I got COVID the day later.
Yeah, like, and I was fine. I didn't get COVID.
That's actually insane. Do you look at my chat? Look at how many fucking look at how many fucking ban evaders. Cause I'm that harsh.
What does that mean?
It's like people who like made alternative accounts because I banned them from the chat. So they had to make entire new Twitch accounts. Actually, you know what? I don't know if it's allowed. So I'm not promoting ban evasion because it's probably not allowed on Twitch. But that is something that I kind of do where it's like I ban them from my chat, but I'm not necessarily banning them, but their identity. So like let's say they go under the handle like fucking Fartmaster27. If they fuck up in my chat, they will never be able to use that handle ever again. So like the whole handle became disgraced. Does that make sense?
No, but I feel you.
No, like instead it's not about punishing the individual, but the face.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know too much about all the banning stuff and how that works.
You don't like perma people on Twitch or anything?
I let my mods do that.
So
and then people come complaining to me, why? Jackson, I got banned in your chat. I don't do that. Stop talking to me about this shit. I don't do that.
Bro, the most satisfying thing is using your fucking power to ban someone personally. So they know it's personal. Like, it's one thing for my mods to do it.
I mean, I occasionally will ban people. Like, if they're... it's so rare. I've never blocked anyone on Twitter. I'm proud of that. A little badge of honor.
Does this work? The desktop audio?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Do you guys hear music?
No. Go.
Fuck. Properties. Probably this one.
I don't even know. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this one. Good. It's good.
Oh, it's gonna be way too loud.
No, it's good. It's good. It's right here. Yeah, you could see it. It's right here. Yeah.
They're saying it's too loud.
I don't listen. Do you think I'm not here to fucking babysit my chat's fucking ears. I'm not here to babysit your ears, guys. If you, they always say the same shit about my mic and all this shit. They're like, your mic is too. I think, then I don't know what to tell you. This is a high energy, high intensity fucking stream.
I have very weak mics though. Like I need a better preamp.
No, actually, believe it or not, your mics have been turned up because I have a filter that increases the gain.
Oh.
Yeah. On Streamlabs. So it's actually fucking satanic. It's actually fucked up. Y'all are saying Haas settings.
We're in Haas mode right now. it's like
we're not quite there, but we're close.
It's like with the Teslas, you know how they have the what type of, they have different modes for Teslas. We're in Haas mode for my stream setup right now.
Bro, have you ever been in a Tesla?
Oh yeah.
I want to admit something that I don't like admitting usually. Because I never like to help Elon Musk. But there's something about Teslas that I really like. I love their simplicity.
I love the insides. I used to like the outsides. I kind of got over them. But as far as the Cybertruck goes, coolest car ever created. I for sure want to get one.
You know what? I've been so scared to say that for so long.
No, don't be a bitch. Say it.
Bro, but yes, the Cybertruck looks fucking sick. And bro, if I could have any car, it'd be a Cybertruck. And you know why? Look, Cybertrucks are especially good for LA because it's a post-apocalyptic truck.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
even all the factors that like make it cool. It's like, let's just run a little thought experiment here. Do we think? Okay, no. Here's the thought experiment. People who don't like the Cybertruck are literally all the people right now who are trying to get Joe Rogan banned from Spotify.
Yeah, that's actually something I was talking about on stream before, which is that Elon Musk is a populist. He's like a populist guy. I don't agree with his shit, but I don't know. I also don't agree with Joe Rogan on a lot of shit either. Elon represents for people the ability to make their own money instead of working a salary job. And it may be an illusion, but that is what he represents objectively.
Yeah, that's what people think him to be.
Yeah. And it's like, I know I do kind of get it because people are like, Elon, he's a greedy billionaire and he hoards his wealth.
We can coup whoever we want.
Yeah. No, that was by far the worst thing he's ever said.
Yeah.
But when it comes to his wealth, if you compare Tesla to like the real movers of money, like the fucking Rockefellers and the finance capital and all, it's nothing, bro. It's fucking just compared to Amazon, it's really not. Tesla's not like the symbol of fucking today's capitalism. It's a symbol of like someone who has a vision to change things,
Yeah.
But I do think he's a con artist at the end of the day. For two reasons. Okay, the first one is that it's very obvious to me that he's not going to Mars. I mean, the Mars shit is a complete scam. Okay, so that's just, the Mars shit is a scam for investors to tell them, eventually it's all gonna pay off. Yeah, the Mars shit is not happening because if you see what his ambitions are, okay, he's not only saying we're gonna just land someone on Mars. He's saying we're going to build an interplanetary civilization, which I don't buy. I mean, we're not even doing that for the moon. Thank you, Jim Bum.
Infrared Rising Infra 8 SUNGORILLA Infra 8 SUNGORILLA.
Infra.
Infra.
Here's why I disagree with you. I want to briefly tag you. This is why I disagree with you, bro. Here's why I disagree with you. This is 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 why I disagree if there's like we went all the way to Bolivia, coup de government apparently to get his lithium. If there's like lithium or something he can make money off of on Mars, like I feel like he would support an effort to get it done.
He might support it, but like I just don't think he's gonna like send people there and they're gonna like I don't think it's possible. You know, it just seems too ambitious.
To be honest, I don't really care about Mars. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, Mars, cool.
All right, one thing I can tell you for certain though is bullshit.
What?
Like I can just promise you this is one of Elon's ventures that's total bullshit. Is Neuralink. Neuralink is like he's just lying about the whole thing basically, and I like pretty much know that with certainty.
Why?
Because like the idea that you can have a brain interface with the computer directly is just not possible. It's like they're nowhere near even if they've managed to like create some kind of like relationship between those two, we're nowhere near at the level of being able to like project thoughts and images through computers into your head. It's like we know so little about how that works.
I don't think that's really the initial intent with Neuralink, though.
Isn't it, though? Isn't that what it's about?
I think the initial intent and the initial purpose for Neuralink, as publicly stated, is something to the effect of you got a chip in your head and it can detect brain issues or like health issues and stuff like that. Like that's how.
Oh, really?
Obviously, like you can take it further than that, and you can run with that idea. And they probably want to do a lot more fucked up things with it.
Yeah.
Long term, with the technology. But I'm pretty sure that's what he said was the original intent.
Oh, so what you're saying is that actually it's not that ambitious.
No. He does have long-term ambitious goals with it.
Yeah, but that's not like what is working right now.
Near
Okay.
term, he kind of referred to it like that. Stuff scares the shit out of me though, and I will never get that. But
Yeah, I mean, your camera's so crazy. But yeah, like the other thing I don't know about is his robot,
Which robot?
the humanoid.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, it's it don't look that like he showed us a person, I think it was Grimes, on stage dancing,
Yeah.
wearing it.
Yeah. Grimes.
You have water bottles, by the way?
Oh.
Oh shit.
Wait, maybe.
I'm surprised like, you don't buy cases of water bottles. Okay, so they told me at the Airbnb, they just got back to me, and what they said is that the internet is 12, so it's actually should not be as bad as it is. Yeah. They told me to literally just unplug it and plug it back in is the solution. So I'll try that. But nah, bro, filtered water is like satanic. I come from Michigan. I come from Michigan, bro. You think I trust that shit? Wait, you said you have.
Wouldn't that be non-filtered water?
Oh yeah. Tap water. I meant to say tap water. You shut the fuck up. Do you have protein here? Bro, shut the fuck up, man. I'm gonna order some water. Bro, only in LA do I just order water. That's so bougie.
No, no one does that. That's fucking weird.
I do it. It's called. They charge you a 10-cent bottle fee. I'm already fucking getting fleeced. I should buy you a case of water. You want anything from 7-Eleven?
I guarantee you, bro, this place literally has filtered water, like hooked up to it already.
Do you want anything from 7-Eleven?
Nah.
Nothing? No. I have to buy more shit. You want a water?
Nah.
Like I have to though to make an order.
Nah, I want the dirty water. It's probably gonna make my immune system stronger.
Bro, the fucking
Actually, no, fuck you with this plastic water bottle. You know what's bad about the plastic water bottles? Because You know, you hear all these liberals cry about like plastic water bottles. I was one of them for a while, but like at the end of the day, the real harm with the plastic water bottles is the polyethylene terephthalate and bisphenol A that it seeps into the water.
The what?
It's the toxins that seep in the water and give you cancer. Like, why do
Bro,
you think people have cancer?
Listen, all I'm saying is that all I'm saying about this whole thing is that
Gives you cancer.
all right. Are we allowed to talk about fluoride?
It gives you cancer, and they're endocrine disruptors, so they fuck with your baby making shit.
That's all right because my fucking sperm is so potent that Plan B doesn't even work. They need Plan D. They need Plan C for my shit, bro. My shit is so potent, especially when I don't fucking bust a nut. Holy shit, bro. I have very potent sperm. I can already tell. But anyway, and my son is probably gonna be born. I literally have a feeling, bro. I literally have a feeling. I'm not even lying. But you know how fucking crazy I am? It doesn't scare me. I'm like, if God wills it, then I will be having a son. And I know it's gonna be a son. I know it's not gonna be. If it's a daughter, I'll become an atheist. Because I know, not because I have a problem with having a daughter, because like that's how strongly I feel that if I were to have an unexpected child, like, you know, I'm getting a phone call, I'm pregnant, get an abortion, bitch. No, I'm kidding. But I do feel like it's gonna be a son, you know, if it happens. I'm that crazy, bro. Everything has consequences.
God willing. I think that dude, I could see me having like a little Jackson that's running around, and I'm like, put down that Noam Chomsky book, you fucker. You know, like just like
see,
have him play basketball. He's gonna be a little basketball star.
The thing with me is that if I have a son, then I will know my purpose in life is not to be a great person, but for my son to be a great person. Like, I'll be the father of the next Napoleon, you know? And I'm fine with that, you know?
Do you think your son will like grow up to like rule like a nearby like empire and try to like take you down?
No, I won't. He won't have to take me down. I'll just be like the father in the story, you know?
Will you be there for him when it matters most?
I won't be there, bro. I'll be Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll be gone. But you remember what I told you about what my son's background would be?
Yeah.
So isn't that kind of prophetic?
Yeah. You don't have a son.
Should I'm not gonna tell them the detail, but should I tell them like what the background would be?
You don't have a son.
But should I tell them what the son?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter.
So if I had a son, guys, get this. If I had a son, they're not gonna fucking believe it. They won't believe it.
Why would they not? It's so random. Like, who would make something like this up?
Half Russian, half Mongol. Well, half Lebanese, and then
Quarters.
quarter Russian, quarter Mongolian. Tell me that's not fucking crazy. Tell me that's literally not fucking insane. Like, Russian, but from, like, a place that borders Mongolia where they mix together and stuff. Yeah. Like, if I were to have a child, no, I'm not married. They think I'm going out of my way to adopt. No, guys, I'm saying I don't know.
You guys listen. I don't know how to explain this.
I don't.
No. Listen. Oz is leaving LA soon. I'm very upset about this. He's going to he is going to Mongolia. He's pulling a non-compete and he's going to Mongolia.
No, dude, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I may have gotten someone pregnant.
No, you didn't.
Okay, but if I did, the person was Russian and Mongol.
Bro,
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if
know
they
you
actually get, I don't know, bro. I don't. It's like very much trusting their word. So yeah, there you go. All right, guys, I just made this whole thing up. By the way. Okay, I just made this whole thing up. Okay, just shut the fuck up. All right, anyway, but I did meet someone who is Russian and Mongol. That's not a joke. I did.
Bro.
What was in the news today? Anything?
Yeah,
the Canada convoy. That's it.
you know my new housemate, Maxwell Smarts.
Yeah.
This kid's so nuts. He comes into the start of every one of my streams and he has an announcement of the day. I showed you one of them, right?
Yeah.
So because of the whole
Is he here right now?
No, unfortunately not. Got a big meeting tomorrow. But as a result of the whole your community doing this copy pasta thing, Sam Cedar made a video about it. The Sun Gorilla Army went like intense with the copy pastas. Max wants to come into the start of my stream tomorrow with a full box of uncooked pasta and pour it all over himself.
Bro, he's just gonna make a mess here.
I know.
That's not the move, bro.
I think it'll be kind of funny.
Guys, have you been going in other streamers' chats saying that shit? Don't be doing that, guys. Yeah, I literally don't. There's nomadic roaming gorillas who just randomly go in other people's chats. They're just these nomadic roaming gorillas, and they just roam around in the wild. What is that? Oh. I literally chose the place that I did to be close to the fucking gym, and they lied on the Airbnb about the location. It's actually kind of far.
Really?
Yeah. If I can fix that Wi-Fi for that Airbnb, bro, that Airbnb.
Why don't you just yell?
Huh?
Like, why don't you just yell?
What do you mean?
Like, instead of doing a stream and like using the internet, just yell to everyone.
They can all hear me from fucking thousands of miles away. Bro, then I'll have fucking 7 billion viewers. Are you kidding? Listen, that Airbnb I got is the fucking coolest place I've ever been to. I've ever stayed at. And the shower, just everything's so crazy. It's so cool. We gotta throw a party there.
I don't party. I've never partied in my life. I don't enjoy partying. I don't do that.
What?
Yeah.
Why? You don't like house parties?
No, like I just don't go out ever.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
I don't do that.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Bro, house parties would be the move, you know? It's way, house parties are always way better than fucking clubs and all that shit.
You know what I think of when I think about house parties?
What?
My house becoming a mess.
Well, I got an Airbnb, so I don't give a fuck.
And the Jordan Peterson always says you need to make sure your house is in order.
Bro, your fucking place is always a mess. Are you kidding?
That is not my fault.
Every time I walk in here, there's like 12 naked fucking girls on the fucking couch, and like, bro, your shit is always a mess.
Oh yeah, always.
Your shit is always a mess. God, fucking
Dr. Peterson.
Yo, did you watch that Joe Rogan,
No.
Jordan Peterson thing?
No.
I want to finish it. I'm actually gonna finish it when I get a chance with you guys, because I actually personally want to watch it. I want to finish it. Oh man, let me see if my water's here. Having water right now it's gonna take 30 minutes or 20 minutes.
That might have just been the dumbest thing I've ever seen anyone do. Order a fucking water when I have real water for
I
you.
ordered Gatorade too and orange juice.
Is the one glass of water gonna kill you?
Bro, listen, you won't believe me. You'll think I'm paranoid. When I have fluoride liquids, for some reason, I can literally feel dumber the next day. And I feel the effect it has on me, changing my brain. Like, for example,
Bro,
listen,
I'm not gonna lie, this is
listen, when I have fluoride water,
use fluoride toothpaste.
no.
Why? Okay,
No, I do, but I don't swallow it. Anyway, when I drink fluoride water,
bro, the whole thing is
okay,
in your mouth though.
explain this.
Because they make non-fluoride toothpaste. Why don't you use that if you don't
Listen,
drink regular water?
explain this. Every time I drink tap water, I can't understand Hegel for a day. I can't understand dialectics for one day.
This is honestly. I hope this is.
I'm not lying. Facts.
This is not a troll.
Not a troll. I'm like that, bro. There's a lot. You know, there's a lot of things I do that are based in that paranoia.
This is your Zerka flat Earth moment.
Bro, Zerka's not a real conspiracy theorist. He's not. I'm a real conspiracy theorist.
I love John. Dude's so funny.
I tried calling him today. He didn't pick up.
He called me. Well, actually, Adriana called me probably like 30 times last night with John on the. They were in a group FaceTime and they kept FaceTiming me, and I'm like, stop calling me.
I want to call and literally just see what's going on in Austin if I should go, because
You gotta come to the Center for Political Innovations event March.
That's
12th.
in March though. I'm thinking like if I go there for like a few days, just stop by there on my way back to Michigan. But I don't.
CPI.
But I'm not gonna go. I heard this is why I want to go. I heard Slicker's coming, right? But I don't want to go if I don't know anyone there, or the people I do know. Like I don't know like the crowd there right now. So I just wanted to call them, like see like well who's there, like what's the crowd? Because if it's the crowd that was there last time, like they don't really like me, you know. So I'm not gonna go if they're there.
You are like you're over paranoid about people not liking you. I guarantee you they.
Nah,
like
bro,
you.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
Really?
Trust me.
But like when we went to that one Halloween event, everyone seemed to really like us there.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know those people though. I'm saying like,
I don't know those people either, but I feel like if we saw them,
if there's more people in Austin, I might go.
if we saw them, they'd be down to like chill.
Heck, nah,
Yes.
nah, bro.
Question is, would we want to chill with all them?
Bro, you're missing critical information. You're missing critical information, bro. That's all I gotta say. But why you're in my chat?
Me?
How? You're always in my chat. Even when you're streaming, I'm like, how? Oh, it's probably through Chatterino, maybe?
Not on your thing. It must be chat.
Yeah.
You can chat through Chatterino, so that's probably what.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. Do you remember last time I fucking Do you remember last time that I fucking Do you remember the last time that I
No.
that we shut the fuck up. I got 1 hour sleep. You remember the last time I streamed here and I went in that girl's chat and it was you? Yeah. I was like, yo, I forgot.
That was so
I
funny.
gotta log in. Oh my god, it's Ninu. All I remember about Ninu is she said some very nasty things. That's all I remember about her. But
Nino?
yeah. Who the fuck says bitch? Who called me a bitch? All. You don't have. What the fuck? You don't have FF7, Frank or Z, whatever.
What are you talking about?
Bro, when you right click this, you can like time them out for 11 days. Let me come talk. Nina, we're in LA.
Nino, you trying to step out or what?
On Discord? Why? What do you have of value to say? What do you have of value to say? Nothing. Wanna stay
Bro, my
like
food
this
is here.
forever.
Almost.
Bro, I need some water.
I think I met the most toxic girl in my life last night. Not
She
gonna
was
talk about.
toxic?
I can't talk about it.
Was it the one you told me about?
Yeah.
She's toxic?
Yeah.
She sounded so sweet. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, she was toxic.
I'm gonna mute it.
Stay like this forever. Stay like this together. Say it's now or never. Now or never. Taste your lips forever. Stay like this together. Say it's now or never. Now or never. I wanna stay like this forever. I wanna stay like this together. You always say it's now or never. It's now or never. I wanna taste your lips forever. I wanna stay like this together. You always say it's now or never. It's now or never.
All right. Wow. Anyway, listen, guys. If you complain about the music, it's gonna get played 3 more times. But
Bro, I hope they. I hope this artist removes their song from Spotify. That Joe Rogan's been absolute menace as of late.
they're all coming out and removing their shit because of the misinformation.
I hope this artist stands in solidarity with Dr. Fauci.
This one. All right, bro. Listen. Do you think? What do you think? Do you think it's like actually gonna turn into something big, or is this gonna be like old boomers doing it?
No, it's bad, bro. Spotify net worth or whatever went down $4 billion, and then
What?
yeah, and then Joni Mitchell removed her music. Neil Young removed his music, and then Spotify put a disclaimer on Joe Rogan videos for COVID stuff. And then this hasn't been widely reported, but Spotify today they did that, and they removed smaller, lesser known podcasts that talked about COVID in a similar way.
So, is it he has a contract with them, right?
1 second.
Oh. Really not satisfied with this game. I look so beautiful that I don't like it. I you know how it is, guys? I look vulnerable because let me tell you why. Because usually I like to look a little bit worse on camera than in real life. So like when people meet me in real life, they can be kind of like, wow, he's actually so. But when it looks like this on camera, I feel like this is kind of how I look like in real life, you know? I'm saying I like to look a little bit worse on camera so that when people meet me in real life, they can like be very, very like pleasantly surprised. But this camera's too good. It's like that effect. What did you get? Bunch of random shit. That looks like the opposite of cold. You ever just like cold food? No, cold food. Yeah. Jackson, how big are you gonna grow your beard? They're asking.
Base.
Thank you, Chancellor. Appreciate you, man. Yeah.
Good question. I don't know.
How big have you grown it?
I showed you pictures.
That's not big.
That's the biggest.
Oh, wait, no, that was big. I remember. Yeah. You should grow it, honestly. Grow it out.
I think chicks in LA don't like beards.
Honestly, it depends on the type. Like the girls that you have, the girls that we go to are like, you know, a different crowd than. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, it might have fluoride in it. Safe.
It just looks nasty, bro.
What?
Well, to me it does because like I just want like water and like liquids. So that looks like very like the opposite. No, it looks good. It definitely looks good. Like if I wasn't so thirsty. Yeah, something did happen with Meghan Markle and the royals, which I'm gonna talk about, which is interesting actually. But we'll get to it. You know, right now we're just kind of chilling. We're having a little podcast type of thing. But as I was saying, what the fuck was I saying?
Thing about Meghan Markle, she comes out of left field. No one's gonna see it coming.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get a lot of credit for pointing it out that it's gonna happen. 1000%.
Taste your lips forever. Stay like this together. Say it's no or never. No or never. I wanna stay
You know, Samira was the first person I know to call out AOC, and she gets no credit.
She was the first.
Yeah.
I remember. You know what? Yeah, she was actually the first. Like she just immediately did it. Yeah.
There's this guy. He's another streamer. He doesn't stream as much now, but his name's Nico House, and he's like a big Tulsi supporter, and he always like tries to play like holier than thou card on everyone for like being like, I was the first person to call out AOC, and it's like very passive aggressive with it. But Samir tweeted out this thing, and there's like a video of or no, there's a tweet thread of him and her debating, and like he's defending AOC still. I'm
What?
like, this guy's so weird.
That is weird. What the fuck? Do people ever just randomly come to your shit and talk about TikTok? Like this dude came in my chat. He's like, Haas, there's an ANCAP with 100K followers who talk shit about the USSR. Bro, what do you want me to do, bro? I'm not the fucking ideology police. What do you want me to do? You want me to go fucking debate him on TikTok? I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how you debate on TikTok.
Yeah, who do we think you are? Who do you think we are? Hassan Piker?
How do you even debate on TikTok, though? I mean, okay, I'll debate him right now. I'll debate him right now. Fuck it. I'll just do it right now. Camera makes my skin look soft. It's not that soft. See, like, yeah, it makes my hand look way softer than it is. My skin is not soft.
Do you have a skincare routine?
No.
Really?
Does it actually look like I do?
No, but I was just asking.
No, I don't, bro. I don't even know what that is.
I mean, you do have like actually pretty good skin.
Which is crazy because I tan a lot. My eyes are green. They're green. I'll show you green.
What's your astronomy sign?
Cancer.
Cancer?
What about you?
Virgo.
What does Virgo mean? Doesn't that mean you just don't like the... That's why you don't like big booty bitches.
Bro, you know what I do?
Yeah.
Anytime I'm with a girl and I hear them talking about their Virgo or their astronomy sign,
Yeah.
I hear them talking about it, and if I want to impress them, I look up compatibility with their sign online, and I just say I'm that.
Yeah, that's the move. Yeah. But wait. So Virgo, isn't that like the ones who are like more puritanical?
What does that mean?
Like they're like more like Puritan. Like religious, and like they're not like into, I don't know. No, I don't believe in zodiac signs, but I lie to women about like, we both lie to women like cuz they believe it. But that's okay because Ghost Girl and me were already compatible, except for the fact that she's playing around and she's like, You know, she's not tending to her man, you know. Yeah, it's true because bitches believe it. 1000%. This forever. You're cooking food for me right now? Okay, what are you cooking? Because you have to like know what's on my mind. Even if I don't say it. Just like based on my mood, you have to know, you know? I don't know what that is. When I get this water, guys, the stream's gonna be next level, I promise. When I get this water, it's gonna be next.
This fluoride tastes so good.
Bro, this dude, you're not even gonna be able to debate anymore if you keep drinking fluoride. Bro, think about it. Why do they put fluoride in the water? Why? Homemade lemonade sounds so good right now. That actually does sound very good. Holy shit. I could use some fucking homemade lemonade. Bro, didn't Alex Jones say they're putting chemicals in the water that turn the frogs? Like that don't upset you? You're not scared of that? They got chemicals in the water that's giving frogs gynecomastia.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is
Change their gender. Yeah, it changed their gender. I don't know why he said it turned them gay, because it didn't. It just changed their gender. But
when I was in high school, my environmental club, I've told you we wanted to buy a boat. They didn't let us buy the boat. So we got like water testing kits for our school. And we did like secret water testing on the old gym water fountain. And it came back that there was like lead and a bunch of other shit in it. And then I told the principal, and he was like, we'll have it fixed tomorrow. He was like, don't, make a big deal of this. And I wish I did, looking back.
you should have, bro. And bro, but honestly, there's something about school water fountains that hit different. They just hit different, you know? They were always cold.
It's the fluoride, baby.
You know what would be cool if they had Gatorade fountains at school? Oh, there are Gatorade fountains.
Why are you still on that Gatorade? You need to get on Prime.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Levels, Logan Paul,
Ghost,
KSI.
Ghost Girl, what's your zodiac? Tell me yours first, then I'll tell you mine. And I'm gonna lie to you and tell you the most compatible one. Don't tell her my fucking sign. No, I think I had a Gatorade water fountain before, and it was the best thing ever.
What do you think Hasbullah's zodiac sign is?
Bro, she's in Aries. Hold on. One sec, Ghost Girl. Give me 1 second. So it turns out, believe it or not, I'm a Leo. Ghost Girl, I'm a Leo. So there you go. You know what I mean? Is what it is. I'm not changing the song till my fucking water gets here. I'm lying to you? How? Okay, I'm lying to you, but you won't even drop out of school for me. Who needs school anyway?
The American youth. We're far behind.
Not college.
Chinese Communist Party, 9 years, mandatory, provided education.
Bro, the education we have to force now is make them watch our streams.
I feel like it would be probably more useful than having my English teacher tell me to read a 23rd book on racism. So
Be
many,
careful.
so many books on racism.
Oh my god, bro. Did you know that in high school? Get this, guys. In high school, he never read Steinbeck. He never read, like, fucking Jack London. He never read any of that shit. In high school, he had to read, like, all this woke bullshit for English class. He didn't read any American classics. No Grapes of Wrath, none of that. No fucking, Mark Twain. No Mice and Men. That's really sad. Ghost Girl, you already stalked me anyway. Like, of course you... Like, you got all my socials anyway.
What do you think about the Great Reset?
Me? It's like very broad. I don't know if they're gonna be able to pull it off, or they're trying to right now. Oh, the food's almost here, or the drink is almost here. Don't tell me this is the wrong address. Yeah, I gave him the wrong address. I can't fucking believe it.
Stay like this forever. Stay like this together. Say it's now or never. Now or never. Taste your lips forever. Stay like this together. Say it's now or never. Now or never. I wanna stay like this forever. I wanna stay like this together. You always say it's now or never. It's now or never.
Today's just been going wrong. It's just shit is it's just like he's not responding. The Uber guy's not responding. I gave him the wrong address. It's just up the road a little bit. And I'm kind of tempted to just go a few blocks and get it. But that's gonna kill the stream, you know? Fuck. But I don't want to waste this money, you know? so fucking. Oh no. Fucking idiot. It's not fucking picking up.
Stay like this forever. Stay like this together. Say it's now or never. Now or never. Taste your lips forever. Stay like this together. Say it's now or never. Now or never. I wanna stay like this forever. I wanna stay like this together. You always say it's now or never. It's now or never. I wanna taste your lips forever. I wanna stay like this together. You always say it's now or never. It's now or never. Stay like this forever. Stay like this together. Say it's now or never. Now or never. Taste your
Honestly, water's the best fucking
this together.
food ever.
Now or never. Now or never. I
Wanna stay like this forever. Wanna stay like this forever.
You always say
Let me see what's going on Twitch.
it's now or never. I wanna taste your lips forever. I wanna
Oh my god, wow. Frogan streaming
say it's now
without us.
or never.
We were supposed to collab. Unbelievable.
You were supposed to collab with her.
Yeah, we were supposed to fucking stream. Unbelievable.
Average Hasanabi mod. What can I say? I'm kidding. I actually like Rogan, but also I'm not.
Oh, guys, I'm so thirsty. About to die.
You know what's crazy about that? I got water in the kitchen.
You have any other drinks?
I got water in the kitchen.
Any other drinks?
No, I got water.
Bro, you fucking broke ass fucking fridge. You don't even have orange juice. You don't got nothing. Just tap water?
I don't like anything except for water and coffee. I've never had soda on purpose.
I don't drink soda, but I drink juice sometimes.
Juice is for weak men.
Orange juice?
Yeah.
Vitamin C.
No.
I am thinking about that lemonade. I swear to God, I'm thinking about lemonade. But Ghost Girl fucking lives on the other side of the country. For no reason. If you listen, Ghost Girl, if you're not gonna live in Dearborn, you may as well live in like a relevant place, you know, like LA or something. Why live in fucking Virginia?
Bro, Virginia's a base state, I'm not gonna lie. Richmond, Virginia's base.
I know, but it's random to live there. I'd visit there. Yeah, I'm sick of this song now. I'm sick of it. Okay, I'm sick of the song now. Alright? I'm actually gonna throw up from that song. I wanna stay like this forever.
I got too much food.
I always do that. I always get too much food.
Thank goodness I've got some water.
If you wanna try, love me, I don't wanna cry. So show me, I'm gonna fly. What is your
Look at these viewers. Look at my viewers. I mean, it's late, but wow. I didn't crack 400 once today. Not once. Cracking 400 would be a miracle.
Did have a bit of a fuck start to your stream.
I know. You didn't get the notification that I went live. I also didn't put it on the YouTube or anything. Don't say it's Sunday. Don't say it's fucking Sunday. That's the most stupid shit I've ever heard. Alright. This stream is... You know what, John Wakefield? Here, I'll help you out. There you go. I helped you out. Aren't you the fucking Trotskyist? Cybernetics fucking guy, the big computer guy. You just big computer gang just took a big fucking L. All you big computer people just took a big fucking L. Y'all took a big fucking L right now. Hope you know that. Big computer gang. Y'all took a big ass L.
Hey, how long is all of the Asanabi squad?
Big computer gang just took the biggest L. I just fucking took the cord out of the big computer. Shut the fuck up about Blade. I'm not gonna fucking play Blade. Shut the fuck up about it. Literally, for fuck's sake. Let me see what's going on Twitch. What is Kiatbot doing? Hot tub dating with Kiara Kitty? Who's this? Who's Kiara Kitty? Damn. Who's... Oh, no. Interesting. Damn, Frogan's at 1K views. Why am I impressed by 1K views? I used to get 1K views. This is what I used to get. I'm not impressed by this shit. I got 2K views the other day, a few weeks ago. Yeah, I get 1K all the time. I ain't fucking tripping. Alright, I'm gonna go down and get this.
Why don't do it?
No, I already fucked this guy over. But can you take over?
Oh. Yeah. Totally forgot about that. I like this side. Yeah, it's actually kind of okay. I think I like my other side more. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's what I was trying to not show. Anyways. Listen, sometimes I'm not even gonna try to come up with an excuse for it. Sometimes that shit just happens. Anyways. You know, it is playing on my phone right now. Sometimes that just happens. Alright, how's everyone doing? Obviously good if you're watching this stream. Latsky, what's up? Bro, why doesn't he just drink a regular water? Like, why doesn't he just drink a fucking... Watch this. Oh my god, I'm still alive. Oh my god. Been doing that for years. Just drink a fucking water. What is this? I don't drink. Comes over to my place, disrespectful, denies my water. Actually, it's kind of disrespectful. Like, I think there's a Larry David episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm about that, where someone's water tasted bad, and they didn't want to go over to their house anymore because like their water tasted bad. My water tastes great. My water tastes so good, actually. And he denies my water. Bottled water is evil. He doesn't understand. He thinks he's getting bad shit in the tap water. Polyethylene terephthalate and bisphenol A. And if it's a BPA-free bottle, then they have bisphenol F or bisphenol S. And all of those things are endocrine disruptors, and they're cancerous toxins that are going into his water. And he's just drinking it all. He's like, give it to me. Give it to me. Fuck my shit up. That's the real issue here. Anyone watch football today? What a game. What a game. I don't really care now that Tom Brady's not in it. But what a game. Jackson, you at least got a filter on that, right? No. No, why would I do that? Why would I get a filter? You like Tom Brady? I do. Show Haas the Jimmy Dore Tucker Carlson video. It's a good video. What? He got it. He got his water. Bro, I accidentally showed my hickey for a second. I don't know. I went like this. I was like trying to like fix my hair. I went like this. I was like, don't touch my shit. You need to get on that Prime shit. Everyone's done with. You know Gatorade's bad for you. You had Prime yet?
Get electrolytes from it.
You get Prime yet?
Bro, it's got electrolytes.
Bro, what I'm asking is, have you tried Prime yet?
I don't know what the fuck that is. Amazon Prime?
No. It's Logan Paul and KSI's new, better, healthier version, longer energy-lasting version of Gatorade. Less calories. Prime. Pushing P, pushing Prime. You know what it is. You gotta try it. They have them in stores and shit now. In fact, you could have Uber Dashed Prime here
For $30. Yo, I'm in this bitch now. Got my water. Alright, we're not done. We're not having a chill stream no more. Alright. We're doing debates.
Debates.
Open up. What the fuck, bro?
Just, what are you doing?
What is this? What is this server?
No matter how many times you click on that button, it's not.
Shit.
What?
Don't give away that you're here.
That's I don't think that's the real one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many are in this?
Oh no.
What the fuck? This
Bro,
is
what
the
is that?
This isn't the real one.
No, they are making another one to try and compete with.
Is that real?
No, they're making another one to try and compete with the real one.
Why haven't I been invited to this one?
I sent it to you.
No.
Did I not? I thought I did. I'm not in the real one.
Did you get banned?
No. I've never entered it.
So this is what it looks like to not be a showrunner. Oh my god, you don't even see like the internal chats or anything. Yo, Jackson's he's saying crazy shit in the Discord right now. The fuck? Tell Jackson he would beat Destiny up in an MMA fight. Okay, bro, that's a really low bar. Like, okay. What? And that's so random, guys. That's like, you know, at a certain point, it just kind of becomes stupid. Like, for example,
Gotta have some cushion.
like, I'm not saying Destiny's Einstein. Did you see Dylan and Destiny talk mad shit about your MMA training? No, I didn't. What did they say?
Bro, if we're all being real, Destiny's he's a video gamer.
Wait, quote. What did they say? I didn't see anything about that. What did they say? Link it. Link it. Tell me what they said.
Homie is a video gamer.
Dylan says there's no way you're training for it at all, and then laugh about it. I'm in LA. I'm not training for it until I go to Michigan. I already said that. But I don't care what Dylan thinks. If he wants to underestimate me, that's on him. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I gain from that. But he's gonna end up probably having to cut for MMA. It looks like it'd be TOS. Guys, I want to say this too. So, can I use Twitter?
You asking me?
Yeah. Mind if I?
My Twitter, but yeah.
Do you have it like anything to hide or anything? Yeah, I'd never show that. Okay, we're gonna go on Nick Land's Twitter because I did not mean to do this. So I literally had no intention of doing this. But okay, let me just show you this. Okay, it's pretty insane. I had no intention of doing this at all. And on Nick Land's Twitter,
who's Nick Lamb?
It's a long story. He's an accelerationist. But on his Twitter, I don't know why I did this. I've been sleep deprived. I usually don't like respond to him or anything. But he's like, oh, the new Lysenkoism. And these are kind of, the context for this is like how wokeness is changing the science. But I think these people are also saying like, oh, you're denying race and IQ and race realism. So it's Lysenkoism. When IQ is fake to begin with. So I don't know why you have to take it there. But then I just responded and I was like, Lysenko is correct. There's no such thing as a gene, which is a metaphysical concept. And I accidentally ratioed him. I didn't even mean to do this, but everyone found it and liked it. You know, personally, can I say I have some respect for Nick Land? You know, I don't mean to ratio him, but listen, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I don't care what Nick Land thinks about race realism because that is completely immaterial as far as like what kind of human being you are. And I have a lot of respect for Nick Land as a human being. From what I know about him, I respect him as a human being. I don't really care about his views. You know, that's not what defines a person's character to me. He's not like a bad guy personally, and no, I mean it's not just that he's not a bad guy personally. It's that he's like one of the most open-minded people to talk to about anything. Like, you know, he's super cool basically. You know, that's what people used to say about him too as like a professor. He just used to be a super cool dude. He never gets mad about, you know, your view. You know what I mean? Like he's very impersonal when it comes to that shit. So that's why I respect him, you know? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not really trying to fuck with him. You know, wasn't really my intention. But I just wanted to, you know, chime in and be like, you know, there are some people who are Lysenkoists, you know. So that's the thing. Why RT is targeted in the West? This is new. What's the date on this? Okay, guys. About Meghan Markle and shit. So here's what's going on, right? And I kind of want to save this for when we have more viewers. But whatever. I guess we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it, right? So as it turns out, and we're going to actually pull this up on Twitter so you guys can see. Oh, man. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, interestingly, decided to chime in and say... For sure. They decided to chime in and... about the whole Joe Rogan controversy. And let me just see. The Daily Mail always has like this weird porn on the side, so I'm gonna fucking see what I could do, right? Okay, here. We'll do this one, right? So they decided to chime in on the whole Joe Rogan thing, and they also are getting on board with the deplatform Joe Rogan thing, right? Which is really interesting. And also makes Joe Rogan look really good because it's clear that they see him as a threat. They see him as a source of resurgent populism in the country, the type of populism which could pose a threat to the 1619 agenda and the restorationist agenda of the British for this country. So it's no wonder that they want to remove Joe Rogan from Spotify. I mean, when you think about it, it doesn't matter what you think about Joe Rogan's views personally. He gives a platform for dissenting views across the board. I mean, even Abby Martin, who's way too leftist for my tastes, she's given a platform there, you know? So, I mean, he just gives a lot of diverse views a platform, and there's only one establishment and one establishment line. So, it's really interesting. So I pointed out that you're gonna keep seeing these people continually acquire some kind of political life. Why the fuck is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle talking about their concerns to Spotify? Why? I mean, why? Why are they doing this? And also, it's interesting. And listen, okay, Meghan Markle and Harry making a inroads into politics, that's definitely going to be a game changer, right? So you'd think they would adopt some kind of populist stance of like, oh, you know, we're going to be... No, they're fully adopting a very unpopular line. So it almost seems like they don't care about how popular they're going to end up being. It almost seems like that when people signal that they are, they're taking this unpopular position over the vax mandates, they're trying to express the authority they have rather than connect to people in any kind of way. One sec, I gotta spin some shit up. Okay. You say they're irrelevant, but you can tell that it is the agenda of our elites to prop them up, to make them more than that. And the thing is, guys, is that um um yeah, the whole news thing, guys, I just don't have the energy for it. I'm gonna be real. I got 1 hour of sleep.
Based.
Thank you, Anya Marks. Yo, Jackson, how do you cover news? How do you do it? Don't you get bored? Don't you get bored of that shit?
Do a lot of React content and a lot like reacting to videos and drama, YouTuber drama.
It's like it's so hard for me to care. I'm like, okay, there's some news, and there you go, guys.
Meghan Markle, not interesting though to me. Like I wouldn't want
Yeah.
to talk about her because I think she's
Based.
it is interesting, but it's also like I feel like it's further out than what's right here right now, you know?
Yeah. Well, what's new? What news did you cover today? That's here now. I'll give my take on it.
I covered well, I didn't really cover a lot of news today. I used all right, I didn't really cover news today. I watched a a Jimmy Dore video with Tucker Carlson that was like an hour and a half. And then that was a really good video. You should watch it.
You already watched it though, right?
Mm-hmm. You can watch it though. And then I watched I had Caleb Maupin on
Let me check out the Tucker Jimmy Dore one. Jimmy Dore Tucker Carlson.
today. Yep, Tucker. It's not that. Yep, Tucker Carlson today. Jimmy Dore.
I kind of want to finish the mold bug one.
Scroll down.
One's if you want the mold bug, two if you want Jimmy Dore.
Go to upload date. Sort by upload date.
Is it on the Fox News channel?
No, someone randomly uploaded the full video.
I wish most people wanted to watch the mold bug one, but I know it's just
Go to sort by upload date. Scroll down.
This one?
Nah. You look up Tucker Carlson today.
Yeah.
It's hard to find. Go to
This one?
yeah.
Yeah, this is the one. The fuck, you don't have thing that allows you to like let me change the title. The mold bug one would be way more interesting, but I people are just not awake for it.
What is that?
Mencius mold bug? It's like intellectual shit. There's like no TOS.
Welcome to
on
Tucker
this, right?
Carlson. Today, for the beginning of our nighttime show on Fox News, we've tried to invite on people with whom we disagree on a bunch of things, but where we agree on some really important things, where there's a meaningful union set of belief. We do this for two reasons. One, to show that partisanship is mostly an illusion designed to control you. The team sport of politics is a lie. They're not on your team. And the second reason is because it's super interesting and it reminds us of our common humanity, and you learn things when you talk to people you don't agree with on everything. It expands you as a person. And what's the fun of living if you can't do that? The problem is a lot of people with whom we disagree on some issues can't come on because it gets so viciously attacked when they do. You're a white supremacist. You did that show. That's another means of control, obviously. So we're always grateful for the ones who do. And Jimmy Dore is definitely in that category. He is first and foremost a comedian. He's also, I think,
We already watched it on stream. Does everyone here who watches me watch Jackson too?
deeply incisive political commentator. He's hosted the Jimmy Dore Show,
Because you guys in the chat said you'd rather watch this than the mold bug one.
which streams on YouTube. And we're happy to have him in our studio now. Jimmy Dore, thanks so much for coming on.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. You know, I just like to tell people who get upset at me for when I do your show, it's like, well, you shouldn't be upset
Okay, one's if you want mold bug, two if you want this one.
that I
Did
do.
you? I saw mostly twos. There's a lot of twos. Really? No, we didn't watch the mold bug one on stream fully. We didn't watch the full one. Okay, I'll do a poll. Let's just do a poll in the chat, and we'll continue watching it. Poll: which Tucker, Moldbug, Jimmy Dore? And it's gonna last 3 minutes. Starting the poll now. Or Benign already did it. Okay.
Tucker show. You should be thankful that Tucker brings me on
What'd he say?
to bring my anti-war message and my free speech and defense of Julian Assange to half the country. When you see me on Tucker Carlson, it should make you upset that I'm not on Chris Cuomo's show or Rachel Maddow's show or fake tough guy Lawrence O'Donnell's show. That's what it should trigger you. But they don't. They get triggered that I'm on your show, which is ridiculous. And it shows that they haven't thought it through. And, you know, when people say that they want to organize along class lines, they don't understand what they mean when they say that. Class lines means everybody, means Trump voters, means everybody in your class. It doesn't mean half the country class. It means the entire country class. And that's what people don't understand. And that's how we have to organize now. And as soon as you do that, Tucker, you will be pilloried. I interviewed someone on the other side of the aisle, and they came for me because they can't
Everyone
have
vote
people
now.
on
If
the
you don't
populist
vote,
left and
you're
the
a
populist
fucking
right.
scum. Everyone fucking vote right now. Literally, there's only 70 people who voted. Everyone fucking vote right now, you fucking stupid fucks in my chat. Literally, what is wrong with you that you're not voting? Are you stupid or something? Okay, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Coming together to go against oligarchy, the military-industrial complex, and Wall Street. They can't have that.
Well, that is totally true. And I didn't even grow up in that class. And I believe in that completely, that people's fundamental interests are probably economic, actually.
Yes.
And a lot of this stuff is a diversion designed to prevent you from knowing that. You actually are from a working class background. Describe where you came from.
All right, so I grew up on the southwest side of Chicago in a really blue collar neighborhood. I would say Navy blue collar. And my dad was a cop, and I was the youngest boy, 12 kids.
12 kids?
Yeah. And so we're Catholic, of course.
You think?
And I went to Catholic school, you know, so my parents made sure they put us through Catholic school and all that stuff. So I got a good education that way. I also got the crap beat out of me every day too. But that's another thing. It made me who I am. So I grew up that way, and I got.
Why did you get beaten up?
Because if you grow up poor people beat the hell out of each other.
I heard him
right?
say
So
this before. He said this on the routine. I think about that a lot, actually, since he said that. It's actually true.
I would go to school, Catholic school, where they would beat you at Catholic school, right? And then we'd come home, and our parents would beat us at home, and then we'd go to the park and beat other people. And that's just how it works.
It's a circle of beating.
I hated getting hit as a kid, you know, and well, I do a bit in my act about it. And now when someone hits their kid as a grown-up, I never know when you're supposed to step in, you know. And one time I was in an airport, and this lady's hitting her kid. He's like 5 years old, and she's just wailing on him. And finally go, hey, why don't you cut it out? You're creeping everybody out, you know. And she goes, no, you have to hit them, make some good people. And I was like, well, how many punches would it take to make you a decent human being?
What did she say?
Turns out 80. Anyway, no, I did, you know, and I have a brother who hits his kid, and I go, don't you remember how much you hated getting hit? And he said, oh, I never hit him if I'm angry. Of course you're angry. What are you, a Nazi? You have to be angry to hit somebody. Who is sitting around laughing their ass off? Oh, I can't wait to hit my kid now. I'm in such a good mood.
That's fucked up, actually.
Anyway.
How did he respond?
So that's why, he laughed, my brother, but so that's how I grew up. I grew up in that kind of a neighborhood. I didn't really have any role models that did anything I wanted to do.
What did the people around you do, the men in your neighborhood do?
So the cops, firemen, or criminals,
Yeah.
basically. And so that was it. And I even took the police test. That's how far it went. My dad, I was in college, right? I had gotten in college, and I was home for the weekend or something. And my dad, it was in the summer. And my dad woke me and my other two brothers up and goes, get up, you're going to take the police test. And I was like, what? What? He said, you have to go take the police test. And I go, Dad, I'm in college. Can't you wait for me to screw up first? But he made me take it. And anyway, so I didn't become a cop.
How'd you do in the police test?
So this is interesting. They never gave me my score. Yeah. And I don't know exactly why, but they didn't give me, I think it was if you scored too high, they didn't want you, or that's what I tell myself anyway.
You're just too smart to be Chicago.
All right, the Moldova one won, but we're already kind of into this. Did you guys all already see this Jimmy Dore thing? Because I didn't see it yet, and I'm kind of like enjoying it. So I might say no to democracy.
I think I was too smart.
Of the 12 kids, how many became cops?
Okay, do another poll and say, did you see this yet?
So my
Benign, run another poll of, did you see this yet?
oldest brother, Phil, became, so my dad's Phil, he was a cop. My grandpa, Phil, he was a cop. My oldest brother, Phil, he was a cop. And, but then he's...
All Phil Doors.
All Phil Doors, yeah. So, and then my oldest brother, he quit being a cop, and then he went into business for himself. But, so that. But a lot of my best friends in Chicago were cops, state cops, Chicago police cops. And so
what kind of life is that?
So I know cops.
Everyone
enjoy
vote
it.
now.
They enjoy it, you know. I didn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want any part of that. My dad he drove a paddy wagon his whole life. And, he didn't really, I don't think he ever pulled his gun. He wasn't the kind of guy who went looking for trouble. You know what I mean? My dad wasn't gung-ho. He was the kind.
You know what's crazy? Like, why didn't we talk to Jimmy about this stuff when we had dinner with him?
Talked about a bunch of random stuff.
Kind of guy who got that job because he had kids and he needed to have health insurance and stuff like that.
I'm kind of starstruck that like I met him in person. He's like on TV.
He
wasn't like, let's go mess some people up. You know, he wasn't on steroids.
Did you know your grandfather?
Yeah, I knew him. He died when I was, I think, in second or third grade. He was an Irish guy, drinker, and a cop, and he died right after he retired. And so that's when my dad, I think, was afraid he was going to die after he retired. So my dad retired when he was 57. So he worked two jobs his whole life. He was a cop and a tuck pointer, which is brickwork, and that's
Yeah.
what I did with him. So my dad had his own little company, and we would do brickwork during the day in the spring, summer, and fall. And if you ever want to ruin a relationship, go to do brickwork with your father 8 hours a day.
I can imagine. It's as you're talking, one of 12 kids, grew up in the city of Chicago, son of a cop, grandson of a cop, brother of a cop. I'm thinking it's almost like a cliche. But then I realize I don't know if that world exists anymore.
I don't know what you mean when you say that world.
I'm not sure what I mean either. But you're telling a story that seems like very American and familiar. But I don't know if it still is. Is your neighborhood the same as it was?
You know, when I go back, it seems the same.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, and not to rag on Tucker because I'm kind of the same way, but I feel like that's something like someone who doesn't come from that background would say,
What did he say?
He's like, that seems like a very different world. Like, it's hard to imagine that still exists. And it's like, well, yeah, because like you've only ever been ever been familiar with it through like, movies and stuff.
Yeah.
You've never experienced it, If you experienced it, you'd probably like not be that inclined to think it's a different world,
It really. So I don't know if in my neighborhood was very interesting because they started to do public housing, right? And so they would do scattered site housing, right? Before in Chicago, the original Mayor Daley's idea was you put all the poor people in one place,
Yes.
put them in a big tower.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the worst idea.
Cabrini Green.
Right, yes, that was the worst idea. Even when you have college kids in huge towers, they wreck the place.
Not a good
you don't
idea.
want to
I
do
agree.
that, right? And so they started to do this thing called scattered site housing, where they would put public housing in every neighborhood around the city, and it came right in our neighborhood. Of course, they didn't put it in every neighborhood. They put it in our neighborhood, and that created racial tensions. And so I grew up in that, there was a dividing line, and the blacks lived on that side, and the whites lived on this side, and you weren't supposed to go across. But then eventually we did. We organized football games against each other, and we kind of got to know each other. It wasn't like, kumbaya, but it was kind of interesting that we did that. And we could actually have football games, and we wouldn't fight each other. And so that kind of informed me growing up. And there was a lot of people who were like,
Yeah, can I ask the chat a question? And don't like feel pressured by this question, but like, are you guys just waiting till I get back home to like drop subs and shit? Like, are the oil princes? 'Cause I know there are some oil princes. If you're not an oil prince, this is not a question for you.
But
But
you did go up a lot since
for-
you started streaming.
for the oil princes in my chat, I just want to let you guys know. I don't know if you know this, but don't wait till I get back home because like now is when I need it the most. Just letting you know. Like, and if you're not an oil prince, this does not apply to you. Don't send me your hard-earned money that just because I'm saying this.
you better not sell your house to a black person, right? That was a big deal. And I was like, people just say that out loud, No, in my neighborhood, so we had 10 kids.
Like, guys, just as a rule, like just for the future, whatever. The content is just low
Based.
effort. Damien, you've never fucking gifted one thing in your fucking life. And you are getting permaban from my chat. You're not even subscribed. You're not even a fucking subscribed. This doesn't even fucking apply to you, you fucking dumbass. And thank you so much, Natsuki. Voidburn, thank you so much. But listen, don't misunderstand. Voidburn, thank you so much. Don't misunderstand. I'm talking about like the oil princes who have a lot of money to spare. If you don't, then I would never ask you to fucking give me your money. Like, I'd appreciate it, but I'm not gonna ask it from you, But thank you anyway. I appreciate it. But that's not what I meant, Thank you, Roxov. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm saying it for this. This is the only reason I'm bringing it up, because when I went to Austin, I did lose a lot of subs. No, National. Listen, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying to gift me subs. I'm saying this. When I went to Austin, I lost subs, but when I came back home, I got a ton, right? But I'm just saying it's a lot better for me to be like more supported on a vacation, because on vacations that's when it's like needed the most. Does that make sense? But you don't have to be subbed in the first place. You don't even have to be subbed, right? I'm just saying, like, in general. Like, yeah. I shouldn't have even brought this up.
Kids, and then we adopted.
Yeah, everything helps, Woodburn. Everything helps.
To a Puerto Rican and a Mexican in my house, right? And so I didn't grow up racist at all, right? I mean,
by definition.
Right, but and it was.
Why
just,
did your parents do that? They already had 10 kids.
I don't know. I had a theory. My theory is when I went to school, my mom got lonely. I was in school all day. All her kids were at school all day. She didn't know what to do all day. She likes babies. My mom wanted a baby. Another baby. So she went to Catholic Charities.
Talk about warfare and battle tactics. Why?
And she said, I want a baby. And they said, well, we don't have any babies, but we have this kid. If you'd like this boy, he's in 3rd grade. And my mom said, sure. And so she brings home, so we have a guy, another boy older than me.
Yeah, it's not so much about the money because yeah, I mean if I was on YouTube and I was getting the same amount of money in subs, I would be making double the money that I make, right? But the reason I prefer subs is to grow the brand and to grow the channel. And YouTube, I don't have a big avenue of growth for YouTube. My content is not suited to YouTube. Like YouTube is more like Jackson type of content, like actual more professional and
You could do YouTube. I don't know why you don't dual stream.
because when I started YouTube streaming, after I got banned for 30 days, I just didn't grow.
Well, but you could.
And YouTube is a lot less like conducive to like memes and creating your own culture. Like, for example, you know that fucking copy pasta?
Yeah.
That's like the guerrilla army, you know?
Yeah, but
Like, I feel like things like that don't originate on YouTube.
But you could do both. You could stream to Twitch and YouTube.
But actually, I don't know if that's true because so much of our memes came from YouTube. Like Tank, that's from YouTube. And a lot of the early Discord shit came from YouTube. I actually don't know, honestly. It's like, I just feel like Twitch is easier to. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what to say. Actually, all of our memes came from YouTube. The Gorillas and Sons came from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing. If YouTube gets their shit together, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I'm partnered on Twitch. That's all I could say. But hypothetically, if YouTube got their shit together and starts having emotes and more community integration,
I don't see why they wouldn't be working on that already. They have to be.
Their live streaming culture is very different too. Live streaming is like a lot shorter, which is like it's kind of tough. Like, and you have to stream way less than me, you know.
Yeah, I stream for like 3.
Holy fuck, Roxall. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. And guys, if I ever talk about subs or anything like that, you know, I don't want you guys to feel pressured to give me money that you would otherwise need. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just talking like for our more wealthier donors who just got some money to spare and you're donating it anyway, like, you know, it's much appreciated. But I don't want to pressure anyone in general. I don't want to pressure anyone, you know? But thank you so much, Roxall. Appreciate you. Yeah, like one of the things I've always done is like from the very starting, I've never asked for subs. I've never asked for them. But it's like I'm starting to think like, should I start? Because I don't know, you know. But I don't know, I'm kind of tripping. It's still January. It's just oh yeah, another thing. It's only because I've been in LA that I've started to think about subs more than views. Because actually, views are way more important. Subs are secondary importance, but I'm only thinking because LA drained a lot of my money. That's the only fucking reason. But back in Michigan, I was barely spending money, so it's like, you know, it wasn't that bad.
I don't need another older brother to beat
Yeah, I got more emote slots. I just need time, and I've been in LA again. Most of my excuses come from being in LA.
the hell out of me. And he was a badass, tough guy too. And he did beat the hell out of me. And so it worked though. My mom was like, I thought if we got a boy, it would put me in good graces and I would get a baby.
Zerka does it because he has way more Oilers, and I feel like I have a lot more working class people donating their hard-earned money. So it's not the same to be doing it, you know.
She got a baby. She had a baby that Christmas. And
She sounds like a pretty unbelievable person.
she was in a lot of ways. My mother was, and she got the baby. Then I got to have a little sister, which I really enjoyed. I having a little younger sibling. I really enjoyed having a little sister. And now my little sister has triplets, and so it was great. It was really. I was happy.
So you're still close to her?
I was happy. Yeah, I love my sister.
Oh, that's a cool story.
Yeah, it was. I was really happy. And you know, it's funny. I remember when Mom said, "Hey, we're going to get a baby," and I didn't want one because I didn't want competition. And I was like, "I don't want a baby. No more. Let's have a vote. And Dad's vote counts for 2." I remember I said that because I knew he didn't want another baby. And but we got him, and I loved her. I love her. It was great.
Yeah, Mom's vote counts for more than all the other votes.
Yeah, so that's how I grew up, and I went to Catholic school. All my other siblings went to public school, but for some reason I went to Catholic high school. Right, I was the only one who went to Catholic high school. We all went to Catholic grammar school, and then Catholic high school. I went to St. Lawrence on the southwest side of Chicago.
Is it still there?
Yeah. And they were a football powerhouse when I got there. So
All I know about Catholic schools is that the all-girls Catholic schools were fucking wild.
I have heard this, yeah.
That's all I know about it. And I actually like know it firsthand too, because I never like got with any in high school, but they were very, very like forward. You know what I mean? Like they were very like wild and shit.
I kind of knew who they were.
But for high school, you know.
And it was an all boys school.
Wow.
Yeah,
So then you went away for college.
I went to college. So I'm not really a student. You know that, right? So the way I picked my college, I went to Illinois State. Everybody in my neighborhood would go to Northern. And the reason I went to Illinois State was because my best
Yeah, and I remember in high school, like a lot of like the most troubled people were from Catholic schools.
friend Mike was going there, and he had a car. And I was like, I want to have a car when I go to So anyway, I only went there for 3 years, and then I dropped out. And I went to Columbia College in Chicago. It was just more of an art school, and I was going to go into advertising. And when I got out of college, I just started doing stand-up comedy, and they started paying me right away. And I was like, this is unbelievable. So I never got a job.
I want to ask you about that in 2 seconds, but you said at the outset that you've come on our show and people complain, and you say, well, but CNN and MSNBC won't have me. And I'm thinking as I hear how you grew up, that there's probably not a single person at any level at either one of those networks who grew up close to the way you did.
No. And so whenever
that's a massive cultural divide, what you just described. And I've worked at both those channels, so I just know there's nobody who grew up like that.
So I happened to be on some kind of panel in San Francisco a couple of years ago with all these news types. Some Emmy Award winning guy was hosting this panel, and I was on it. And I was saying, you know, the reason, like he was asking what my success, what I attributed to. And I attributed to the fact that everybody's pro-war at all the major stations, at every newspaper. They're always for everywhere. And he's like, Jimmy, I don't know what you think we talk about in our editorial meetings, but we don't all talk like that. You think? And I said, I don't know what you guys talk like in your editorial meetings either. You know why? Because I'll never be invited into one of those editorial meetings, whereas you have been groomed to be in that meeting since you were in kindergarten and you don't even know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because anytime you color outside the lines, that moves you a little farther outside that circle. And I've been coloring outside the lines ever since I was in kindergarten. And so I'm never going to get invited to that editorial meeting. And so now I am on the outside, and I can tell you the truth. I'm a real outsider when it comes to journalism. So I can really call them out, which is why I have such powerful enemies inside journalism.
You do. I've noticed. I want to get to comedy. So 1989, which suddenly is a long time ago.
Yeah.
you decide to go into comedy.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, first of all, I always wanted to be a comedian, but I didn't know I could. Like George Carlin was my hero.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I had the talent to do that. That just seemed otherworldly to me. And then I saw TV shows.
This guy reminds me so much of a teacher I used to have in high school. It's actually fucking scary.
They had all these cable stand-up shows, and some of those guys really sucked. And I'm like, well, I'm not as funny as George Carlin, but I'm funnier than that guy, and he's on TV. So I bet I could do this, right? I bet I could do it. I won't be the best, but I'll be one of them. And so I was right.
That's a fair read. I like that standard. I often feel the same way. I'm not a genius, but
I'm better than that guy.
I know I'm smarter than that guy.
Yeah, and so that was that, and I started doing comedy, and it was back in the boom, so it was 1989. Clubs were opening everywhere, and lines around the block to get in, and I got to work with all my heroes, and it was just amazing, and it was an amazing time. And then 4 years later, everything went south. Comedy clubs started closing. They started cutting your money, and so that's when I moved to Los Angeles. I saw the writing on the wall, and I moved to Los Angeles to try to get on television, and it worked.
Were you political then?
No. I mean, I saw this guy named Bill Hicks. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Oh, of course.
Okay, good. So he's the best comedian ever.
Yeah. Died at 32, I think.
Very young. And pancreatic cancer, I think, is what got him. And so I was pretty cocky. I was like, I know what I'm doing in this comedy business. I know how to do this, you know. Every time I get on stage, I'm like, wait till they get a load of me, you know. And then I saw Bill Hicks. And like in the first 5-10 minutes I was watching, I was like, I started to get depressed, you know. And then at 15 minutes in, I started drinking. I was like, I can't. And then after I saw him, I just wanted to quit. Because I know for the rest of my life, I would forever be chasing second place. I would never come close to
so many professional comedians, you know, guys who work at the Comedy Store like you, talk about Bill Hicks. What was it about Bill Hicks that made him so remarkable?
He can, you know, he can make concepts funny. He had these... you know, he was a philosopher that was able to cut through and see things, and he could be blunt and hilarious and I mean, he had the perfect blend of everything, and he was an amazing performer. He was an amazing mimic. He just had so much talent, and you know, he was an alcoholic for a while. Then he got sober. I saw him when he got sober, so I didn't see when he was drunk and stuff like that. And I only saw him sober when he.
Did you guys know, am I the only person? I never ever watched comedians to laugh. I've only ever watched comedians to hear what they have to say about shit. Even George Carlin, I never used to laugh. I would be like, this is a good point, you know? I'd watch them to hear their points. The shit that makes me laugh is like stupid bullshit, like prank calls, like ownage pranks. Like that's what makes me laugh. Comedians don't really make me laugh.
He was on his game, and there's just nobody. I just knew it. I just like for the rest
Like Family Guy kind of makes me laugh, you know?
of my life, I'm going to be chasing second place, and it depressed me, and it really did. And then thank God he died like a couple years later, and I was able
Yeah, Jadeon makes, or sorry, never mind. That guy's banned.
to come be number one again.
Oh, God, that's dark. So you've made a living, more or less, at comedy for more than 30 years.
Yeah. Yes.
So you know the business really well.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
So, well, in the early 90s,
Oh my God, Lois. It's Has from Infrared. Holy crap, Lois. It's Has from Infrared. Brian, I don't know what to do. Quagmire's coming to home. Holy crap, Lois. It's Has from Infrared.
so it went down in the mid 90s because it just got oversaturated. It was
Right.
on every television show. They would book stand-up comics on airplanes. That's what they wanted.
physically?
Physically, you were going to stand up and do. I remember hearing about it. People did it. Of course, it didn't work, and so it was just got oversaturated, and people left, and they would have to give people free tickets to come to comedy clubs.
This reminds me of that one time. This reminds me of that one time. This reminds me of that one time. Peter, this reminds me of that one time that I went to the nail salon. Fuck, I can't do it. trying to do Lois.
clubs, right? And that worked for a little while too. And so then this thing called alternative comedy started in Los Angeles. I think that's where it started. That's where I live. And it was a place called Largo. And it was like people like Janine Garofalo and David Cross and those types, right? And it wasn't formulaic comedy. Like you would kind of speak extemporaneously,
Yes.
talk about your day. So it was more real, and people enjoyed that. And the knock on it wasn't funny enough, right? Because it wasn't rehearsed and stuff. But now I think that really opened up what comedy became, and then podcasts. Is what then gave another boom to comedy, right? So then people were able to find their favorite comedians and connect with them in a real way, and then they could sell tickets and people. So and for me, YouTube has just been an unbelievable boon for me. Like I said, I was telling you before, I was on ABC, NBC. I was on NBC at least 5-6 times doing stand-up comedy, CBS, ABC, Comedy Central specials. Mine was chosen Best of the Year by iTunes, thank you. And it still didn't sell a ticket. And then I started doing my Jimmy Dore show on YouTube.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Dore's dream is he wants to do stand-up live, like sell tickets. And he does that very successfully now. Which is crazy because I'm the newer generation. So success means hitting the numbers on the internet. I don't really care about in-person stuff. But it's just a different generation, I guess.
YouTube, and immediately I started selling out theaters.
So comedians, by definition, are outsiders. They're the people we give license to tell the truth. And all of a sudden, there's been this weird inversion where it's almost like we have court comedians who seem to exist to help the regime do whatever the regime wants to do. So,
Yeah, like John Oliver.
I mean, that's a very weird development,
No, this is not my apartment.
no?
This is Jackson's.
I like being an outsider. That's what comedians are supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to be. But I see now, because of Trump, comedians became establishment hacks, and they're conformists. No matter what the issue is, they're pushing the Democratic Party line as if that's some kind of way to stand up against fascism. And they don't realize that the Democratic Party is owned by the same people, and that it's really a one-party rule, and that
Someone said Dylan and Destiny were talking shit about me? What were they saying, specifically Destiny?
this is ridiculous.
Can someone link me in the chat?
So I like the idea that I'm an outsider, and I'm a real outsider when it comes to journalism, because I'm not looking for a job in journalism. I'm not looking to make friends in journalism. And so consequently, it gives me the freedom to do and say whatever I want. And it turns out when you do that, creates a lot of controversy. When you tell the truth about things, like when you call other journalists out for their McCarthy smears, that causes a big wave of controversy.
So you were on a program called The Young Turks.
Right.
For how long?
So I started working with them, I think, somewhere around 2009, maybe 2010.
And
somewhere around
you
there.
went for 10 years-ish.
Ish. I think I left early 2019, maybe. But what happened was, after Hillary Clinton got elected, I couldn't vote for Hillary, right? Because I said I'm not going to vote for warmongering corporatists anymore, and we have to draw a line in the sand, and this is the sand line I'm going to draw. And so I became, there wasn't a good. They didn't want to put that face up
You know what, Ghost Girl? What are you, my boss?
there. So they
I'm looking in the Discord.
put me behind a paywall, and they took me off their Friday panels, and I kept doing my work, and I thought, well, as soon as the Mueller report comes,
Ghost Girl's acting so jealous now. She's she's worried that I'm talking to other girls and all this stuff. You know what? Maybe you wouldn't have to be worried if you actually came through,
comes in, they're going to stop doing this, and we'll get back to being a news show again. Well, they didn't. They just went even crazier. So I left. And I started doing this thing called Forced to Vote, which in the middle of a pandemic, the idea was, let's have the squad, the progressives that just got elected, that we all just helped get elected, let's have them withhold their vote for Nancy Pelosi as Speaker, because the Democrats have a majority, but it's a slight majority. right? And so now they have the power. Now Nancy Pelosi can't get elected without the votes from the squad. So the idea was, well, everybody for a generation has agreed on getting a vote on Medicare for all on the floor, on the left anyway.
Yeah.
And so I said, this is a perfect opportunity. Say, hey, Nancy, you don't have our vote unless you promise to give us a vote for Medicare for all on the floor. Well, that revealed that there is no left in America because the squad wouldn't do it. They're not going to oppose Nancy Pelosi, even though they all ran on it. And so what I'm trying to tell people is that when you vote for them, when you vote for somebody inside the Democratic Party, no matter what they say, no matter what they believe.
Do this, but it would have been legendary if he mentioned Jackson's debate with fucking Sam Cedar. That would have been so fucking funny. He was like, yeah, and this Sam Cedar guy is... Oh, okay, I see. That would have been hilarious.
They're going to go along with Nancy Pelosi, and Nancy Pelosi goes along with Goldman Sachs and Raytheon. So when you're voting for someone inside the Democratic Party, you're voting for Goldman Sachs and Raytheon because they are not standing up to those people. So the idea that we have progressives inside the Democratic Party, it's actually more deleterious to the progressive movement to have them there. Why is that, Jimmy? Because it gives people a false impression that there's somebody in government fighting for you, that there's one of the parties that are kind of on your side, and they aren't. And the quicker people realize that both parties are not on their side, they only serve the oligarchy. We are, in fact, in an oligarchy. Your democracy was stolen way before Trump. Until that happens, we won't ever have real change.
But what about Ocasio-Cortez? She's on Instagram.
Ocasio-Cortez campaigned on a floor vote on Medicare for all. And she campaigned on creating what she called a ruckus, meaning you have to stop being polite. This is a quote. You have to stop being polite.
They're just as Democrats.
We tried being polite, and it got us nowhere. And it wasn't until we started acting out and speaking impolitely that we even created the circumstances for change. That's what she tweeted. So I'm just doing what she said. So I started to put heat on people like AOC and Rashid Tlaib and Ro Khanna and all the Justice Democrats in the squad to force the vote. And they said I was committing violence against them with my words. That's how scared they got.
Were you?
That's how scared. You really telling them to do what they ran on? That's violence. That's how afraid they were. And all the things. So they had people write hit pieces on me in the New York Magazine, Newsweek, BuzzFeed. They tried to shut me down and squelch me. They made me trend on Twitter negatively. But they couldn't shut me up. And they couldn't stop me. And they don't know what to do with me. Because, again, all the usual, they have Wikipedia putting smears on me that I can't get rid of. CNN's calling me. It's unbelievable what's going on. Just a comedian, a pothead comedian in his garage, what you can do when you want to tell the truth inside journalism and politics. And you can create a ruckus. And I did. And so now everybody sees that those people are fakers and they're corrupt. And the reason why I say they're corrupt is not because they take corporate money and do the bidding of corporations, but they're doing the bidding of their own career, right? Their own self-dealing.
Yeah.
So if I go along with the establishment, I'm going to get a book deal, I'm going to get speaking fees, and I'm going to be in Congress for...
Yeah, this is what a lot of people didn't understand. When Sam Cedar was like, what do you mean by selling out? Again, it's a lot easier to go with the flow than stand against the grain. Just for your career, just for, it's not just like the tangible things like book deals. It's just a generally easier position to be in instead of having to fight all the time, right? It's like surrendering instead of fighting. It's the same thing, It's even the validation that you get from being accepted by the mainstream media and being accepted by society. And that's really what it's about. It's an issue of trust. Politics is about trust, right? It's about, do I want to wager on getting the trust from the people, or do I want to get my validation and trust from the status quo? And that's what's going to interpolate me. So a lot of people actually don't understand how class interests in media work. And you kind of have to have an understanding of psychoanalysis to do that. Class interest in media doesn't work specifically by direct forms of bribery, because I could be conning them. I could be conning them. I'm going to take this money and use it for a good cause. Class interest in media is not directly about money. It's not even directly about power. It's specifically about which types of validation and interpolation are you going to get? Are you going to like allow your image and your selfhood to be defined? Like for example, right? If I started to like pander to Destiny and the DGG people, it's not just that I would gain more materially. I mean, as a matter of fact, to be completely honest with you, I probably wouldn't gain materially from doing that. I probably would not gain materially. I'd probably lose subs and lose money. But the reason why it would be lucrative to me and it would make me a coward to do that is because it would be a safer bet of not being as under fire that I am, right? It would make I would have to doubt myself a lot less because I could just like be like, okay, well this is I don't have to put my skin in the game and take this risk. Like there would be a lot less problems for me, right? So a lot of people get this confused. They're like, well, I mean, how can you say that this comedian is being brave when they're making so much money? Dave Chappelle making all this money, Joe Rogan making all this money. They're making a ton of money, and you're saying that they're against the establishment? Well, then why are they making? Well, forget about the money that they're making because, I mean, money itself, when you're a media personality, is not going to define the decisions you make to shill. It's about risk. It's not about money. It's about risk. They make that money because they risked more, right? So, okay, they're making more money because they took the risk. But it's a lot easier to be a little bitch and be a little coward and not take risks and just go with the status quo and go with whatever the mob is saying. And you won't make as much money, but you will be taking way less risks as far as your career and as far as saving face. And as far as like what world and universe you decide to belong to, you're going to be a lot more comfy and you're going to be under a lot less fire. And you're going to be able to and to just be generally be more comfortable and safer, right? You're not gonna be taking a risk in something that doesn't exist yet. So, you know, that's really what it's about. It's about taking the risk of something that's not existing yet. Like, there's no formula to this. To making money off of this shit, there's no formula. I do make a lot of money, but I mean, this is a lot. 1450 subs is a lot. The reason I sometimes sound ungrateful is not because I'm not grateful for it, but just because, you know, in reality, it's not enough to support myself in the long term. I'm genuine. I'm being completely honest with you. It's not, right? Go full time. I mean, even part time is it's tough, right? Because part time is like there's not when you have it's not like you can have two careers, right? Dan was laughing at you in that convo with Dylan Destiny 2 on your training. Kate, quote me. Can you whisper me what you're talking about specifically so I can react to it? Can you clip it or give me a timestamp of a VOD? Which, first of all, what VOD should I be looking at? And what should I be looking out for? Because I'll fucking react to it tomorrow too. Is it in Destiny's VOD? So if it's in Destiny's VOD, I can look for it too. Just give me a timestamp and I'll find it.
Then fucking
processor. These are disagreements on the
question.
Slow down and do not speak to me in that tone. I don't totally gonna go back and keep talking first and then
You linked it? Okay, you linked me the timestamp. 8:54:11. Okay. Check it out. 8:54. Okay. Is there a theater mode? Okay, we'll look at it.
It kind of sounds like you. It kind of sounds like you're kind of fucking with her mental whenever you're buying her shit. Whenever in the middle of a fight.
So are you here to try and fucking debate me? Because believe me when I say that I do not the advice of fucking stealthy catfish. Okay, the fucking guy who has a retarded Peppo in his fucking picture can't even get past fucking.
Wrong VOD. Are you sure this is the wrong VOD? Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a fucking sec. This one.
For example, the
teen.
Possible.
So technically. But you're correct though, yes.
You think that Infrared had any intention whatsoever of boxing you, or was he just hoping that you were going to pussy out the whole way?
I mean, he's challenged other people, so maybe he was.
So this is another stupid fucking thing that he's like, oh, you've challenged other people. I've challenged one person, which was Bad Empanada. And clip this and put this on fucking record. I have accepted a boxing match with Vosh on the condition that there's a prize money of like 50,000. That's what I was offered. Would you box Vosh for 50,000 prize money? Or 80, I don't remember the exact amount. Of course I fucking would. And why did I challenge Bad Empanada to a match? Because Bad Empanada was fucking harassing me nonstop, endlessly. And if you do that, of course I'm going to want to settle it one way or another. I'm sick of dealing with you, talking shit and adding me on Twitch, saying all this shit. Like, you clearly have a problem, so let's settle it, right? Dylan wasn't doing that. If Dylan was behaving in the way that Bad Empanada was, then of course I would challenge him myself, and vice versa. If I was going after Dylan and harassing him non-stop on Twitter, and he decided to then challenge me to a boxing match, yeah, that would probably be justified, right? And he's going to go ahead and say, well, Haz, that one day you were really going hard at me on Twitter. Yeah, in the aftermath of everything, after you had already fucking done it. But if you just challenge me to a boxing match, and I really don't have, there's like nothing going on between us, there's a lot less of a burden for me to have to even accept it in the first place. But the thing is that I did accept it. You just lied and concealed the fact that you had experience, which changed the fucking rules and changed the game. And now it's going to be fucking MMA. So, but these people love to just talk and chit-chat. They just love talking and chit-chatting and sitting around and fucking running their fucking mouth about shit. And please remember to clip all this shit and save all this for when the fight actually does happen. Because they deserve to eat shit over the fucking stuff. They just keep talking and talking. Haz is not going to do it. Haz is not going to do it. So what happens when it does fucking happen? Do you lose face? Do you lose anything? Does anything fucking happen? Is there any fucking consequence? What happens when it does fucking happen? Are you gonna come out and admit you look like a stupid little bitch? I'd never call you that, but hypothetically, somebody would sound like that who talks all this shit about Jose, and then it does fucking, what then? How about you stop running your fucking mouth and stop setting yourself up to look like a fucking idiot? Go ahead and keep setting yourself up to look like a fucking dumbass. You know, my word against yours. Well, my word's gonna prove to be a lot more fucking valuable than yours then. Because you're directly saying shit that you don't know. You know, a smart person would just be like, okay, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But why do people have this tendency to just speculate about shit they don't have remotely any clue about? You don't know anything about me. You don't know who the fuck I am whatsoever. You only know me through my fucking streams and my debates. You don't know who the fuck I am. Why are you so willing to be like, what I really think is gonna happen is, you don't fucking know, so just say, we'll see. That's what I fucking say. I always say, we'll see. That's what I fucking say when I don't know anything.
But like the people he's challenged are people like Bad and Panada. So I'm
which is the only person, for the record, that I've challenged. For the record.
pretty sure he's like, I don't know, like very carefully like choosing like.
No, I think the reason I challenged Bad Empanada was because of the extent to which he was fucking harassing me and shit. Does the truth even matter, guys? Does it even fucking matter with this fucking lying fuck? This guy's a fucking liar. He's a lying fuck. But does truth even fucking matter? It's like, it's very clear the reason I challenged Bad Empanada was because of his non-stop, ceaseless harassment of me on Twitter. He would not leave me the fuck alone. So obviously I want to fucking settle it in some kind of fucking way, right? So, but he's over here and he's saying that I challenged Bad Empanada because he's a small guy. No, I would have done that to literally anyone who was behaving in the way that he did.
The thing is, everything that he says is fair and true.
100%. Yeah.
But it super depends on how he phrases things. Like, if I were to go out and I would be like, hey, like, I think it would be, we should box. Like Hassan, not probably not Hassan, but somebody else. I want to box you, right? Because I think it would be fun. We'll train. It's like a grudge match or whatever. And we do that. We both train for like a month or two, and you like stream it. That's fun. But if you find out they have a lot of experience, like, okay, well, hold on. This is like not even. Let's find. We'll find somebody different. But that's not what Haas was presenting it as. He was presenting it as like, this is a show of my alpha manliness that we're gonna like duke it out to figure out who's the better man. And now at that point, you can't like appeal to like the athletic sport of it once you kind of like.
This is the most stupid fucking thing I've ever heard Destiny say, because it's a boxing match, which means you're going to be submitting to rules that severely restrict what you're allowed to do. I think you're missing the fact that boxing is a restrictive sport. It's a sport with rules that restrict your ability to do things you would otherwise be able to do in a fucking street fight, which is why I emphasize it's not a street fight. And I'll give you an example of this. In boxing, oftentimes judges will decide a winner based on, for example, how many punches you got in and how much points. The winner isn't decided based on a raw show of dominance where you just completely, dominate the other person. That's what's happening in a KO. But even when there's no KO, sometimes a ref can come in and just say, okay, it's over. Or boxing's a very weird sport with rules. It's not a pure show of dominance. Okay? So when Destiny's saying, oh, you can't appeal to that if you're saying this is a show of manhood and not just a sport, yes, you can. Because as a sport, it is not a pure show of dominance or a pure show of manhood whatsoever. The closest thing to that would be a street fight. That's what a street fight would be. In a boxing match, you have to submit to rules that heavily restrict what you're allowed to do. So on that basis, you do have to train for it accordingly, right? Here's the other thing, Destiny. And you're saying that this is Destiny in his most bad faith and dishonest, and I'd bring this up to me, okay. But then why be so fucking bad faith? Who said specifically that this is a test of alphaness and manliness? It was Dylan who, in person, when I was right next to him, said that I'm not a real man. So Destiny, you're wrong. I did do the thing you first said, which is, okay, you have training, so now that changes it, and I have to figure it out now, right? Like, it's not going to be boxing anymore. How long do I need? There's more things I have to figure out. And I never said there's no fight, by the way. But there's just more things I have to sort out now. It's Dylan who, because I said that, claimed that I'm not a real man. Well, if you want to talk about a real man, you're talking about a street fight. So, if you're not willing to have a street fight, shut your stupid fucking mouth about me not being a real man. Because I am literally right next to you. Don't call a man, don't go to a man and say you're not a real man, and then when he tells you let's take it outside, say, are you threatening me? But no one fucking focused on how bad that made Dylan look when it comes to optics. If you come to me and say you're not a real man, and I tell you to take it outside, and then you go, are you threatening me right now? You look like a bitch. You look like objectively a fucking little bitch, right? But somehow I'm the one who looks bad in this fucking situation. It's so fucking dishonest. It's fucking insane, you know? It's so fucking dishonest.
Postured in that way. I don't think you can do that, you know?
Except Dylan, and I would never comment on his, appearance, which is actually very relevant here. He's the one who started posturing. He's the one who said you're not a real man. If you want to test my manhood, don't talk about a fucking boxing match. Don't even talk about an MMA match, right? Because you're saying that right now. So to be clear, guys, when he said like we'll do an MMA match, and then I said an MMA match is not a street fight. Why was I focusing so much on a street fight, which by the way is legal in Texas? Let's keep in mind it's legal in Texas. Because I was addressing what you said right then and there to my face, which is that I'm not a real man. We're talking about what you just said. If you want to test manhood, do not talk about sports. Right then and there, you have to fucking do something or you're a little fucking bitch. You're a little fucking bitch if you say someone's not a real man and then cry about how do I do it? Then don't fucking talk about someone's manhood, right? We're not talking about the sport. We're not talking about if there's going to be a boxing match or if there's going to be an MMA match. It's clearly still on my itinerary. But right then and there, here and now, if you say I'm not a real man and you're not willing to go outside, you're a little fucking bitch, right? A UFC fight, MMA fight, or a boxing fight in the future isn't going to prove anything. Okay? What's going to prove something is here and now. You said something with your tongue. You said you're not a real man, Haas. You used your tongue to say something. So back it up. You're not going to fucking back it up in a fight in the future. Back it up here and now. Right? That's what it was about. Back it up then and there, or what you just uttered with your tongue, with your mouth, makes you a bitch. Makes you a fucking less than not being a real man. It makes you a little fucking bitch. And Dylan is a fucking pussy. He is a fucking pussy. Because he said I'm not a real man because of a sport. When I was right in front of him, I called his fucking bluff and he didn't do shit. And you can go ahead and say, Haz, you know Dylan's not going to do that. I am a Lebanese man from Dearborn, Michigan. Don't fucking think I bluff. Don't fucking think it is beyond the realm of possibility for me to have a legally sanctioned street fight in the middle of fucking Dallas, Texas, outside of a fucking hotel room. I'm not like you who follows rules. I'm not like you who is sane by your definition. Don't fucking assume you understand who the fuck I am, okay? Oh, Hans, you know I'm not... Really? Do I know that? Do I know that? I'm willing to take that risk, Dylan. I don't think I fucking know that you're not willing to do that. I don't think I know that. I think if you're saying I'm not a real fucking man, I'm willing to put a lot on the fucking line, actually, and stop giving a fuck. It's just that you're not. You still give a fuck, which makes you a bitch. Haz, you only challenged Dylan because you know he wasn't going to do it. Actually, no, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. And the fact that he wasn't, he proved he was a bitch. Let me put it this way. What if Dylan said, yes, let's go outside? Do you think I wouldn't have gone outside? Do you think, let's say he said, okay, Haas, I'll see you outside. I said, okay, I'll see you, Dylan. You don't think, what do you think I would have done? You think I would have just stayed inside? Please try to read my mind. Try to read my fucking mind. Try to read my fucking mind. Go ahead. Read my fucking mind. See if I'm not crazy. So, that's all these fucking people do, though, is they speculate about shit they don't know and don't fucking understand. That's all they fucking do. That's literally all they know how to fucking do. Speculate about shit they don't know and they don't understand. When you use this crazy language, you're not a real man. Where I come from, I expect substance to be behind that claim. If there's no substance behind the claim, you are a fucking bitch. A fucking sport event in the future has nothing to do with what you just... If you say someone's not a real man because they don't fucking agree to a sport with you... But that's the thing. People thought when I said that I was implying I'm not going to do it. But that's not what I was saying. What I'm saying is, you are not justified in saying someone's not a real man if they don't want to have a boxing or MMA match with you. That's what I was addressing. If you say I'm not a real man, you take it outside or you shut the fuck up and admit you're a little bitch. I didn't say I'm not doing a boxing match or I'm not doing a fucking MMA match. And that really needs to be fucking hammered home. Nobody fucking said that wasn't happening. What I fucking said is that has nothing to do with proving who's a real fucking man when I'm literally 2 feet in front of you. That's what it's fucking about. Dylan fucking Burns. Dylan fucking Burns. You fucking pussy.
Somebody said in chat, Haas says he's training every single day for the MMA fight. Well, that's news to me. Never told me about that.
How many C4s do you get through sheet metal? Is it just one?
No, it's 4.
And by the way, Dylan called me a fucking pussy on Chud Logic's stream. He called me a pussy. He directly called me a pussy. He said, Haas is a pussy. Your streamer's a pussy.
4 for sheet metal, 2 for stone.
No shot.
Yes.
Are you sure it's not 4 for the high qual metal doors?
That's 8. Oh no! Oh, metal doors is for 2. Sorry.
There you go.
Okay, is that it? Is that what about Dan? Where does Dan chime in? Is this all I'm dealing with? Quote me. What will physically fighting actually accomplish? Okay, everlasting. If someone says you're not a real man to my fucking face, I expect there to be substance behind that. That it's that simple. It's then and there I expect substance behind it. It's that simple. Agreeing to a box, that has nothing to do with it at that point. Nothing.
What do you want? Do sheet metal walls or sheet metal floors?
Sheet metal doors is...
Oh, that's 1.
Okay.
Well, it's technically half.
So I went from 8 to 4 to 1? Jesus
I thought you meant wall, like sheet metal material, like walls.
You are not...
If Zerko was on the other side, you'd get whooped. Which is why I agreed to a fight with Dylan. Because he's not Zerko. But Zerko's been saying that he wants to face Dylan. Which Dylan would probably reject that. Reject that, right? But it's interesting. So let me get this straight. If Dylan rejects a proposal to have a boxing match with Zerka, will Dylan admit he's not a real man? Just out of curiosity.
Pushing P, okay? You're just all over the place.
You need to
right now.
speak better.
You're psychotic.
It's 1 rocket and 8 expo ammo. You need to get garage doors ASAP, bro.
Oh god, those look so bad.
Yeah, but they're better for navigating around your base.
Another.
You don't. Oh, I was gonna say no. I'll go.
Oh, you'll go?
Yeah, I'll go.
You'll go.
What
Okay,
you should do
go, Dan.
is go out onto the ocean and farm there. You'll get a lot of.
Okay, this is fucking stupid. This is fucking stupid. Anyway, guys, yeah, being a Destiny orbiter does not pay. I mean, like, you look at how my fucking views go down. Anyway, guys, I'm very tired. We streamed for about 3 hours today. I'm gonna get my internet sorted out. I wanna stay like this forever. I have to see you guys. Stay like this. We're gonna go ahead and raid this girl. Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.